Samaje, thanks for the time. I think a lot of people generally in the past have thought of a toss play for a running back as something that gets you outside, but you guys use it quite a bit as a toss to an inside run. What do you like about that sort of play as a running back? As opposed to just maybe straight handoff to the inside hole.
Oh, see, now you're trying to give away our secrets.
Well, it was right there for everybody to see.
No, it's just a different way to get the defense to run. They see a toss, they think, they have to think outside zone first because they don't want to have the edge get captured. So it just without going too much into detail about it, it just gives the defense a little bit more to think about.
Go ahead, Zach.
Appreciate the insight. Thank you.
Samaje, another thing that you guys did a lot of yesterday, specifically for you and Javonte, was catching a lot of passes. You and Javonte each had 4 passes. Is that something that you expect to be a big part of this offense? Is the running backs out of the backfield?
Yeah, I think so. Sean told us, we never know how we're gonna get used. So it's just and with how offenses are going nowadays, running backs have to be able to adapt and be able to catch out of the backfield. So feel like, we did a pretty decent job at that yesterday. And we're looking to get that going more and more, so defenses not only have to worry about us running the ball, but also, catching out of the backfield. So again, it gives the defense something else to have to think about.
Go for it, Troy.
Samaje, you guys did have a decent day running, and as Zach said, as backs catching the ball out of the backfield were productive. What is the key now to getting the more explosives, to kind of making the defense give you a little more room? It was such a weird game with only 6 possessions, but what is kind of the key you see is kind of getting those plays over the top to open the field up even more for your offense?
I think for the most part, that's a Coach Payton question. He's looking at all of that stuff. I couldn't tell you. That's something you got to ask him.
Go for it, Parker.
Yeah, Samaje, like Troy said, I mean, six possessions each way. You had the ball for 32 minutes despite only having the ball 6 times. I guess what goes into just kind of you kept a bunch of drives going. I think you only went 3 and out the one time in the fourth quarter. And how much can that be a strength, do you think, of this offense going forward of being able to lean on teams as games go along?
Yeah, it's going to be a huge strength for us just to keep drives going, just to take time off of the clock, just to wear people down. And when we get the explosives figured out, then it's really gonna be difficult to stop us because you have to worry about the run game, the quick passes, but also the deep threat. So you can't just load the box all the time. So it's definitely gonna help out as the season goes along, and we'll just see where it takes us.
If you have a question for Samaje, please raise your hand. We've got time for just a couple more. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Samaje, just curious, all offseason and even through training camp, Sean Payton has always spoken of you as lead back type. Did you like hearing that confidence, and did he express that to you before you signed here? You know what I mean? Did he show you he thought of you that way?
Yeah, for sure. I don't really read much into what a coach or anyone else says going into the season. I just put my head down and put in the work, but definitely making the decision to sign here from Cincinnati, that was a big part of it. But yeah, I would say it instills confidence, but at the same time, I'm confident in the work that I put in. So, that I guess it's just a cherry on top, I guess you could say.
Finish us off, Chris.
Yeah, Samaje, just kind of summarize how things are going with the 1-2 combo of you and Javonte. He said yesterday, it's a great combo, and when one's tired, the other comes in. Maybe you could kind of talk about how it's working out so far.
Yeah, it's working out great. I mean, obviously it was only the first game, but I can see us really, down the stretch, going into the third and fourth quarter, really leaning on defenses when they're getting tired. And, we're still relatively fresh because, we're two physical backs. And, some teams just aren't going to want to go against that for 4 quarters. But, yesterday I feel like was a decent debut. Would have been great to get the win. But, of course, there were some things that we have to clean up, but there was also, lots of positives, to take away from this game. And, I'm just excited to see how we keep moving forward and, how we respond.
Samaje, thank you so much. We appreciate the time.